So my dude's Valkyrja. Today I want to talk about the forgotten child of Genshin, the middle child, because I say that because Layla came out in a period where I wasn't playing the game. I imagine either when Nahida came out or directly behind Nahida, but either way, she came out in a period where I wasn't playing. And normally, even like Candace, Kuki Shinobu, Yaoya Farzan, I hear about the 4 stars even if I'm not playing the game, simply because of how much I was related to the game. And I never heard anyone talk about Layla at all, right? And even now, to this day, I still don't hear anybody ever talk about Layla. So I genuinely have no idea what she does. I don't know what she accomplishes. I know she's cryo, and she apparently does stuff in her sleep and forgets about it, because look how panicked she is and confused. But I really wanted to kind of look into her more today and see what makes her her, and for what reason would she be so forgettable? Is she good? Is she bad? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone talk about her. I've seen more people talk about how bad Dory is than how good or how anything Layla is. I've never seen it, so I want to go into it today. She's a student who specializes in theoretical astrology, heavily prone to somnambulism and locked in a grinding war with sleep deprivation. The problem of a restful slumber is a most troubling one to her. So she genuinely can't sleep. Okay, I got it. Let's read her kit before we look at her cons. That's the same thing as before, so let's read. She is a sword user, actually. Oh. Okay, I did not expect that. I saw no indication that she uses it. Well, it does say sword right there. Reading is an ability that I most definitely lack. So, puts forth a shield known as the Curtain of Slumber, dealing every cryo damage. So it's a shield whose damage absorption is based on Layla's max HP. Absorbs cryo damage to 250%. When the shield is deployed, she will have cryo applied to her briefly. Not a big deal because it's applying it to Layla herself when you swap her out. Like, the cryo doesn't go to your active character. It just applies to her for a split second, I believe. So it's not that big a deal, I don't think. Night stars and shooting stars. While the Curtain of Slumber is active, it will create one Night Star that will be attached to it every 1.5 seconds. When a character protected by this shield uses an elemental skill, 2 Night Stars will be created. Night Stars can be created once every 0.3 seconds. This way, a maximum of 4 Night Stars can be accumulated at any one time. Once the Curtain of Slumber has accumulated 4 Night Stars and they are nearby opponents, these Night Stars will transform into homing shooting stars that will be fired off in sequence, dealing cryo damage to any opponent's hit. That sounds pretty good, actually. If the Curtain of Slumber's duration ends or it is destroyed, the Night Stars will disappear, and if they are already being fired off as shooting stars, these shooting stars will last until this wave of shots ends. It is only 10.8% of max HP plus 1,000 at base. Sounds pretty decent. The damage doesn't matter, and it's a virtually 100% uptime with shield duration at 12 seconds, cooldown 12 seconds. She seems really good. Wait a second. That seems really good. That seems like really good for off-field cryo application. I understand that with Dendro around, not a lot of people are running cryo like crazy, but this seems pretty damn good to me for off-field cryo application. If you're wanting to apply cryo, I think this is good. Like, I don't know. It seems good to me. Okay, so under Celestial Dream Sphere, unleashes a Celestial Dream Sphere that constantly fires slugs at opponents within its AoE, dealing cryo damage. When a Starlight Slug hits, it will generate 1 Night Star for nearby Curtains of Slumber. Each Curtain of Slumber can gain 1 Night Star this way every 0.5 seconds. So the shield is known as Curtain of Slumber. Okay. So basically, Celestial Dream. So it just spawns in like a little orb that just shoots cryo. She seems... Alright. Am I tripping? She seems really good. Like, she seems really good as a shielder. Like, if you don't have Zhongli, this seems like a perfectly fine alternative. While the Curtain of Slumber is active, the Deep Sleep effect will activate each time the curtain gains 1 Night Star. The shield strength of a character under the effective increases by 6%. This effect can have a maximum of 4 stacks. The damage dealt by shooting stars fired by Knights of Normal Focus is increased by 1.5%. Dude, she seems good. What are her cons? The shield absorption is increased by 20%. Additionally, when unleashing Knights of Formal Focus, she will generate a shield for any nearby party members who are not protected by a Curtain of Slumber. The shield will have 35% of the absorption. Dude, I actually want this character. Wait a second. When shooting stars from Knights and Each will restore 1 energy. What is her energy constant on her ult? That's a good question. Only 40 for off-field application. What the? Maybe it's not off-field application. You guys can clear it up for me. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but from my understanding, it's off-field application. That's, dude. Am I like missing something? I'd have to see everything in action. I haven't seen any footage of Layla at all because I haven't seen anybody ever talk about this character. But she seems pretty damn good. Grant all nearby party members the Dawn Star effect, causing their normal charge attack to be increased by 5%. Wait, she off-field buffs by 5% of her max HP too? Does this work like Shinha's, I wonder? Where it's additive to the attack, or is it just like extra damage tacked on? I don't know. Shooting stars from Knights of Formal Focus deal 40% increased damage and deal 40% damage additional. So there's nothing that increases shield duration, which is what I was kind of looking for. To give it literally 100% uptime, but it has a chance of having a little bit of downtime if you're not like good on your swaps. So that part is kind of stinky a little bit, but she seems like one of the better shielders in the game. Now, I don't know why you would really want to run her over like Diona, for example, because Diona can have 100% shield uptime. Or I think she can. If you have Sackbow, I believe she does. And she generates, and she puts down cryo and heals on top of it. She doesn't really heal, but she seems like a pretty damn good buffer. Although, like I said, Diona's a little bit better in that regard. But she seems like more consistent for off-field application than Diona, who's really centered around her ult going off. So it seems like a fairly good character. Maybe nobody gave her a shot because Diona exists, and Diona is a very, very good character. Diona, I would say, is probably significantly better than her just by reading the kits, because she offers more in terms of utility. But Layla is not a slouch. This character's actually pretty good from what I'm reading. I don't know. I'd have to see it in practice to really decide. But why did nobody ever talk about this character? Genuinely, I forgot her name like 20 times. I think people just forgot this character exists. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm actually genuinely curious what people think of this character, because I think this kit reads insane, but I could be wrong and I could be missing the mark. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.